My friends, we're going to derive the Gibbs free energy equation, this one right here, using calculus. And to do that, we're going to start off with the second law of thermodynamics, which says the infinitesimal change in entropy of the surroundings plus the infinitesimal change in entropy of the system. If there's no subscript, it means it's the system, has to be greater than 0 for any real process. This equation, the second law, is in terms of both the surroundings and the system, but the equation that we're deriving has variables that are only in terms of the system. So we need to make this variable here in terms of the system. So to do that, we're going to use the thermodynamic definition of entropy, which says the infinitesimal change in entropy is equal to dq over the temperature. Now, this is true for a system, a reversible process, which is an idealized process for the system when it's equal to, not a real process, an idealized process. For the surroundings consist of a reservoir of constant volume, so the energy supplied to them by heating can be identified with the change in the internal energy of the surroundings. But because the internal energy is a state function, it doesn't matter if the process is reversible or irreversible. So for the surroundings, it's a direct equality here for the thermodynamic definition of entropy. Okay, so now that that's sorted, we still need to make this in terms of the system. So, but we can let's set up a heat transfer. Say we have the surroundings here and we have the system here. Any energy lost as heat by the surroundings is lost to the system. So we have a negative Q here, we gain Q by the system. What's lost by the surroundings is gained by the system, or vice versa. If the system is hotter than the surroundings, we have heat transfer from the system to the surroundings. So this would be negative Q here for the system. So we can say that these two are equal and opposite. We can say that the energy transferred to the surroundings as heat is equal to negative the energy transferred to the system as heat. So we can plug that in to this equation here. So we'll say that d change in entropy, infinitesimal change of the surroundings, equals negative Q of the system. And I won't put a subscript because that just means the system with no subscript over T. Okay, now we're in terms of the system. So we can plug that in here to our second law. We'll bring this down here. So this infinitesimal change in the surroundings is this. Oh, it's negative dq, not q, negative dq. So we have negative dq over t. Some people like to put a line over this here just to show that this is an inexact differential, not an exact differential, plus ds has to be greater than 0. Okay, now we're going to multiply both sides by t. And if we do that, we're left with negative dq plus ds has to be greater than 0. Oh, and a t. I forgot my t in the second term. Plus t. And now we're going to move everything to the other side. We're going to transpose everything. So we'll subtract TDS, and then also we'll add dq to both sides. dq. So what we're left with on this left-hand side is now 0 because everything cancels out, is greater than negative TDS plus dq. I'll just put the dq first, negative TDS. Okay, so this is looking closer to what we want, but this dq, we need it to be in terms of enthalpy. And to do that, we're going to invoke the second law, or the first law of thermodynamics. So the infinitesimal change in internal energy is equal to dq plus dw. Okay, so this dq is equal to du minus dw. So we'll plug this into here and we'll get 0. Now dq is this stuff right here. du minus dw minus tds. And at this point, we're going to invoke the definition of enthalpy. So enthalpy is defined as the internal energy plus the pressure times the volume. So dH has to be equal to du plus dPV here. Now, if we assume constant pressure, then we can yank this P out of the differential to give us dH equals du plus p dv right here because p doesn't change. Okay, we're good. Now we have a du here, so we got to solve for du. So we'll solve for du. Du equals dH minus p dv. And we'll plug that into this equation here. We'll bring this one down. So 0 is greater than du, which is dH, minus p dv. This is our du. Now we have minus dw minus tds, minus dw minus tds. Okay, now dw work, if we allow for pressure volume work only, then, and remember, pressure is constant, pressure volume work only, dw equals negative p dv, no other work. So we'll plug that in to dw, dH minus p dv minus, and the dw is now negative p dv minus tds. All right, well, look at this. The PDVs cancel because negative and a minus and a negative cancel. So that's 0. So we're left with 0 is greater than dH minus TDS. We're pretty much there, but we need to get rid of these differentials. So let me clean this up. 0 is greater than dH minus TDS. And now we're going to integrate both sides. So we'll integrate both sides from the initial to final state. And this left-hand side is still 0, of course. And on the right-hand side, this becomes delta H. So the H final minus H initial. Now we're going to assume constant temperature. Constant temperature. And if we do that, then this T comes out of the integral, and we're left with the integral of ds, so that would just be T delta S. Okay, that's it. We'll define a new variable, the Gibbs energy, and define it as enthalpy minus the temperature times the entropy. And we could turn these into differentials. We don't have to, but we can, since for fun. Now we're assuming constant temperature in this process. So this temperature is going to come out of the differential, ds. Oh, this is a d here. And then again, if we integrate both sides from the initial to final state, then this will be left with delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S, which is exactly what we got here. And the reason we derived this to get this equation is for spontaneity, of course. Delta G is less than 0 means the reaction is spontaneous. Doesn't mean it will happen, but it is spontaneous. So constant temperature, constant pressure, PV work only. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again. See you in the next video. Cheers.